My wife asked me to take the blame for a car accident caused by her ex-boyfriend because he has a future. She said, "If you love me, you'll do it." I called the police instead and handed over the dashcam footage. They were both arrested. I, 35 male, handed my wife and her ex-boyfriend over to the police 3 hours ago. Still processing. My hands only just stopped shaking. Let me explain. My wife and I have been married 4 years. Met at a mutual friend's barbecue, dated for 2 years before getting married. Normal relationship, or so I thought. She works in marketing, makes about $58. I'm in IT support, make around 71 Wintel. We own a modest house together, bought 2 years ago. Her ex-boyfriend moved back to our area 6 months ago. They dated in college, broke up amicably from what she told me. He's some hotshot at a pharmaceutical company, making well over 6 figures. She mentioned he'd reached out, wanted to reconnect as friends. I wasn't thrilled, but didn't want to be that guy who controls who his wife talks to. They started having coffee occasionally. Lunch sometimes. She'd mention him here and there. "Oh, he's working on this big project. He just bought a new Audi." Always about his accomplishments, his money, his bright future. This afternoon, we were supposed to go to her sister's place for dinner. She asked if we could pick him up on the way. His car was in the shop. Whatever. Fine. I'm driving my Honda Accord. Got a dashcam installed last year after some jackass backed into me in a parking lot and drove off. Front and rear cameras, crystal clear footage. Best $200 I ever spent. We pick him up. He gets in the back seat. Immediately starts complaining about how cramped it is compared to his Audi. Cool. Great. About 10 minutes into the drive, my wife's phone rings. Her mom. They start this long conversation about family drama. I'm focused on driving. Then my wife turns to me. "Babe, can you pull over? I need to take this call properly." We're on a residential street. I pull over, she gets out to pace while talking. I'm sitting in the driver's seat, scrolling my phone. The ex is in the back. Then he says, "Hey man, I'm gonna move up front. More comfortable." Sure, whatever. He gets out, comes around. But instead of getting in the passenger seat, he opens my door. "Actually, I'm gonna drive. You look tired. When's the last time you had a break?" "I'm fine. I'm driving my own car." "Come on, don't be like that. I'm an excellent driver. Just let me take over for a bit." Something felt off, really off. But my wife finished her call, came back, and actually backed him up. "Honey, let him drive. You've been working so hard lately. Just relax." The way she said it. The look she gave me. I didn't want to cause a scene in front of him. So stupidly, I got out, moved to the passenger seat. He got behind the wheel. My wife got in back. He adjusted the mirrors, the seat, started driving, faster than I would have, taking turns harder. I'm not comfortable, but don't want to seem like I'm nagging. We're coming up to a 4-way stop. There's a car already stopped to our right. He barely slows down, rolls through the stop sign. The car to the right had started moving through the intersection. He floors it to try to beat them through. Doesn't make it. The other car hits us on the passenger side. Right where I'm sitting, airbags deploy, glass shattering, metal crunching. Everything happens in slow motion and at light speed simultaneously. I'm dazed. Ear ringing from the airbag. My arm hurts where it hit the door. The other car stopped about 20 feet away. I can see the driver, an older woman, holding her head. The ex is freaking out. "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God." My wife's voice from the back. "Are you okay? Baby, are you okay?" Takes me a second to realize she's talking to him, not me. I unbuckle, try to get out. My door's jammed, have to climb out the driver's side. The older woman is getting out of her car too, looking shaken but mobile. I call 911. Report the accident. Give them the location. My wife's out of the car now, checking on the ex, who's pacing, running his hands through his hair. "I didn't see her. I swear I didn't see her." It's okay, my wife's saying. The woman from the other car approaches. "Are you all right? What happened?" "I'm so sorry," I start. It was my fault," the ex interrupts. "I was driving, I didn't see you at the stop sign." At least he's owning it, I think. But then he turns to me, pulls me aside while my wife checks on the woman. "Dude, I need you to do me a huge favor." "What?" "Tell the cops you were driving." I actually laughed. "What?" "No, you were driving. Listen, man, I've got a DUI on my record from 2 years ago. One more strike and I lose my license. I could lose my job, my whole career. Please. Just this once." Are you insane? I'm not lying to the police. My wife walked over. What's going on? He wants me to say I was driving. Her face did something I'd never seen before. This calculated look. Would that really be so bad? Are you serious right now? Think about it. You have a clean record. Nothing would happen to you, but he could lose everything. His job, his future. He's about to get promoted to regional director. If this gets out, I don't care about his promotion. Don't be selfish, that word, selfish, for not wanting to commit fraud. The ex chimed in. I'll pay for all the damages, your car, her car, everything. You won't pay a dime. Just say you were driving, please. No. My wife grabbed my arm, pulled me further away. If you love me, you'll do this. I stared at her. What did you just say? He's important to me. We have history. I can't watch his life get ruined over one mistake. You can take this hit. Nothing will happen to you. But him? He has a future. And what do I have? Don't twist my words. You know what I mean. Just do this. For me, prove you love me. Sirens in the distance, getting closer. Police and ambulance. No. What? I said no. I'm not lying for him. He was driving. He ran a stop sign. He caused this accident. That's what I'm telling the police. You're going to ruin his life. He ruined his own life by driving recklessly. The police arrived. 2 officers. They immediately went to check on everyone, make sure we didn't need medical attention. The woman from the other car was shaken but okay. Declined the ambulance. I declined too, though my arm hurt. The ex claimed his neck hurt. Ambulance checked him anyway. He was fine. The officers started taking statements. Asked who was driving. The ex and my wife both stayed quiet. Looking at me, I took a breath. He was. Pointed at the ex. My wife gasped. The ex's face went white. Sir, you were driving? The officer asked him. Answer the question. Were you operating this vehicle? Yes. License and registration. While the ex fumbled for his wallet, I turned to the other officer. I have dash cam footage, front and rear. Everything's recorded. That officer's eyebrows went up. You have footage of the accident? And everything before, including him getting into the driver's seat. My wife grabbed my arm hard. What are you doing? I pulled away. Went to my car, ejected the SD card from the dash cam, handed it to the officer. It's all here. We'll need to view this. Do you have a laptop, or can we use our equipment? Whatever you need. They took the card, went to their patrol car. My wife followed me, hissing under her breath. How could you? Do you have any idea what you've just done? Told the truth. You've ruined everything. He's gonna lose his job, his license, everything. Good. Good. You spiteful, vindictive. Ma'am? The officer called from the patrol car. We need to speak with you and the other gentleman. They'd viewed the footage. All of it. Including the part where he insisted on driving despite me saying no. The part where he ran the stop sign. Everything. What I didn't know. He was already on a suspended license. That DUI he mentioned? He never completed the court-ordered classes. His license had been suspended for 8 months. He'd been driving illegally this whole time. Also, he was uninsured. The officers arrested him right there. Driving with a suspended license, reckless driving, causing an accident, driving without insurance. Multiple charges. Then they turned to my wife, asked her to confirm the sequence of events. She tried to lie. Said I'd offered to let him drive, said it was my idea. I told them to check the dash cam audio. It recorded everything. Her voice, clearly backing him up when he asked to drive. Their conversation after the accident where they tried to get me to lie. She was arrested too. Conspiracy to file a false police report, attempting to obstruct justice. I watched them both get put in the back of separate patrol cars. The officer who'd taken my statement looked at me. You did the right thing. If you'd lied, you'd be facing charges too. All 3 of you. I know. You'll need to file an insurance claim. We'll send you the report. Your dash cam footage will be key evidence. They had me come to the station to make a formal statement. Took 3 hours. Answered every question. Showed them the footage multiple times. They kept it as evidence. Got home around 9 p.m. Empty house. Her car's in the driveway, but she's not here. Still being processed, I guess. My phone's been buzzing non-stop. Her mother, her sister, her friends. All asking what happened, why isn't she answering, where is she? I haven't responded to any of them. Don't even know what to say. Just sitting here on the couch, my arms bruised, heads pounding. Marriage is probably over, but I'm not facing criminal charges for something I didn't do. So that's something. Update 1. 3 days later. She made bail the next morning. Her parents paid, showed up at the house around noon while I was working from home. Let herself in with her keys. I was in the office, heard the door, came out to find her in the kitchen, making coffee like nothing happened. We need to talk. I just stared at her. She had the audacity to look annoyed. You had me arrested. I told the truth. You tried to make me lie to the police. Because it was the right thing to do. Do you understand what you've done? He lost his job. Lost it. Fired yesterday. They called him while he was still in jail. His whole career is over. He was driving on a suspended license, uninsured. He could have killed someone. It was one mistake. Several mistakes. And you helped him. You pushed me to cover for him. I was trying to help someone I care about. Those words. Care about, not past tense. Present tense. Are you sleeping with him? She hesitated. Just for a second. But I saw it. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. You asked me to commit a crime for him. You called him important to you. Said you have history. Said he has a future worth protecting more than our marriage. I didn't say that. You absolutely did. It's on the dashcam audio. Her face went pale. You wouldn't. The police already have it. It's evidence. She sat down hard on one of the kitchen chairs. Oh God. Why did you do it? Actually explain it to me. Why would you ask me to take the blame? Because I knew you could handle it. You're responsible, stable, nothing ever sticks to you. But him, he's fragile, his ego, his career, everything. I couldn't watch him fall apart. So I'm the safe choice. The boring husband who can take a hit, and he's the exciting ex who needs protecting. Don't make this about that. What else is it about? You chose him. In that moment when you had to pick, you picked him. She stood up. I'm gonna stay at my parents' for a few days. We both need space. When this all settles down, we can figure things out. There's nothing to figure out. I'm filing for divorce. Don't be dramatic. Dramatic? You were arrested for trying to make me commit fraud. For him? I made a mistake in the moment. I panicked. You can't throw away 4 years of marriage over one bad decision. Watch me. She left. Slammed the door. Tires squealed pulling out of the driveway. I called a divorce lawyer that afternoon. Guy came recommended from a friend who went through a messy split. We talked for an hour. He was blunt. You're gonna lose some assets. House is marital property. She gets half the equity. Any joint savings, retirement accounts accumulated during marriage, split down the middle. You're looking at probably $80K to $90 she'll walk away with. I know. But the criminal charges against her strengthen your position. If she's convicted, it shows character issues, recklessness. Won't affect asset division much, but if you were fighting for custody of kids, it would matter. No kids. Then this should be relatively clean, despite the circumstances. File on grounds of irreconcilable differences. Don't mention the criminal stuff in the divorce paperwork unless her lawyer brings it up. Keep it simple. He sent me the paperwork. I filled it out that night, filed it the next morning. She found out 2 days later when the process server showed up at her parents' house. Called me immediately. You actually filed? Told you I would. I thought you were just angry. I thought we'd talk. Nothing to talk about. You made your choice. He means nothing to me. It was just, he needed help and I panicked. You told me he had a future. What about me? What about us? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, let's go to counseling. We can fix this. You asked me to commit a crime. For another man. There's nothing to fix. She tried the tears, the begging, the promises. None of it worked. Her mother called next. That was fun. How dare you abandon my daughter in her time of need? She abandoned our marriage when she asked me to lie for her ex-boyfriend. She made a mistake. She's been under so much stress. That man manipulated her. The dash cam footage says otherwise. You're hiding behind that footage like a coward. A real man would. I hung up. Her father called. More measured, but still defensive. Son, I think you're being hasty. Marriage is work. You don't just quit when things get hard. She asked me to take the blame for a car accident I didn't cause. That's not things getting hard. That's her showing me where her priorities are. People make mistakes in crisis situations. She panicked. For 30 minutes she tried to convince me. That wasn't panic. That was a choice. He sighed. The divorce is going to cost both of you. Financially, emotionally. Are you sure? Positive. Her sister was the worst. Sent me a novel-length text about what a heartless monster I was. How her sister made one tiny mistake and I was throwing her away. How I was clearly just looking for an excuse to leave anyway. Blocked her number. The ex got out on bail too. His parents paid. Rich family apparently. His lawyer's already working on a plea deal. Reduced charges in exchange for guilty plea, probably. My lawyer says it's common. But here's where it gets interesting. The woman from the other car? She hired a lawyer. She's suing him for damages to her vehicle, medical expenses from the whiplash she's now claiming, and emotional distress. Her insurance is also going after him for the payout they made on her claim. And because he was uninsured, his parents are probably going to end up paying. We're talking $40K plus, potentially more if she pushes the medical angle. My insurance is covering my car repairs. $8,300 in damage. The entire passenger side needs work. I paid my $500 deductible. They're going after him in subrogation. Good luck collecting from an unemployed guy with a criminal record. Found out yesterday he moved back in with his parents. 34 years old. No job, no car, they impounded it, no license, facing criminal charges, all because he couldn't admit he messed up. And my wife threw our marriage away trying to protect him. The hearing for her criminal charges is next month. Her lawyer's trying to get it pleaded down to a misdemeanor. Might work. First offense, no prior record. She'll probably get probation, maybe community service, fine. Slap on the wrist, but it'll be on her record. Background checks will show it. Could affect her career, her security clearances if she ever needs them. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Update 2, 6 weeks later. The criminal case resolved first. She took a plea deal. Misdemeanor charge of attempting to file a false report. 1 year probation, 80 hours community service, $1,200 fine. No jail time. It'll stay on her record. The ex got worse. His DUI history, plus the suspended license, plus causing an accident while uninsured. They threw the book at him. Felony charge. He refused a plea deal initially, thought his expensive lawyer could get him off. Didn't work. Trial lasted 3 days. The dashcam footage was the star witness. Jury saw everything. Him insisting on driving, running the stop sign. The aftermath where he tried to get me to take the blame. My wife backing him up. Guilty. 6 months in county jail, 3 years probation after release, 5-year license suspension, $15,000 in fines. Plus he's still on the hook for the civil suits. The other drivers settled with his parents for $60,000. My insurance company's still pursuing him for their payout. He's currently serving his 6 months, won't get out until August. My wife has been persistent about the divorce, about working things out, about how she's changed. She showed up at the house 3 weeks ago. I'd already changed the locks. She tried her old key, couldn't get in, started knocking. I opened the door but kept the chain on. We need to talk, actually talk. We have lawyers for that. Please, just hear me out, 5 minutes. Against my better judgment, I let her in. She sat on the couch, I stayed standing. I've been in therapy, working through things. My therapist says I have codependent tendencies, that I try to fix people, especially men I dated before. That's great. Good for you. I know I messed up. I know what I asked you to do was wrong, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to be better. I'm happy you're getting help, but we're still getting divorced. Why? If I'm fixing the problem, because the problem is that when things got hard, when you had to choose, you chose him. Not us. Him. And you didn't just choose him, you tried to destroy me in the process. And I wasn't trying to destroy you. You wanted me to lie to police, take the blame for a crime, get points on my license, possibly lose it, risk my insurance rates skyrocketing, face potential legal consequences. All so your ex-boyfriend wouldn't face the consequences of his own actions. I know, and I hate myself for it, but people make mistakes. Stop calling it a mistake. Mistakes are accidental. You deliberately, repeatedly, for 30 minutes, tried to manipulate me into committing fraud. That's a choice. She started crying. I love you. I know I showed it wrong, but I do. Please. I don't believe you. And even if I did, it doesn't matter. I can't trust you. Every time things get tough, I'll wonder if you're going to throw me under the bus again. I wouldn't. You already did. Once is enough. She left. More crying, more apologies. None of it changed anything. Her lawyer tried a different tactic in the divorce proceedings, claimed she was coerced by the ex-boyfriend, that he'd been manipulating her for months, telling her I was holding her back, that she deserved better, isolating her. Tried to paint her as a victim. My lawyer brought up the text messages. Turns out she'd been texting the ex regularly for months. Flirty messages, talking about what if we'd stayed together, planning meetups she never told me about, complaining about me. Not quite a fair territory, but close enough. Showed a pattern. Her victim narrative fell apart pretty quickly. The divorce mediation was tense. We sat in a conference room with our lawyers, had to divide everything. The house, appraised at $340,000. We owe $215,000 on the mortgage. Equity of $125,000. Split evenly, she gets $62,500. But she can't buy me out, doesn't have the cash. So the house goes up for sale. Market's good right now, should sell quickly. Savings, we had about $31,000 combined in various accounts. Split evenly, $15,500 each. Retirement, I had about $85,000 in my 401k accumulated during the marriage. She gets half of that, roughly $42,500. She had about $45,000, I get half, $22,500. Cars, we keep our own vehicles, I keep the Accord. Once it's fixed, she keeps her Camry. Furniture belongings, we made a list. Divided it up, mostly civil. I kept the TV and gaming console. She wanted the dining set her parents gave us. Fine. Total, she's walking away with about $143,000 in cash and assets. I'm keeping about the same. Plus I'm keeping my full salary going forward. Her lawyer tried to push for spousal support. My lawyer shut it down. We make similar salaries. Marriage was only 4 years, no kids. Judge wouldn't award it. They dropped it. Divorce should be finalized next month. Just waiting on the house to sell. Already have an offer, $348,000. Better than the appraisal. Closing in 3 weeks. Then it's done. 4 years of marriage dissolved. $143,000 gone, but I'm free. Her family's still harassing me. Her mother keeps calling from different numbers, leaving voicemails about what a disgrace I am. How I ruined her baby's life. Her criminal record ruined her life. I just documented it. Got a call last week from a number I didn't recognize. Answered it, thinking it might be house-related. It was him. The ex, calling from jail. I need you to drop the insurance claim. I actually laughed. Are you kidding me right now? My parents are going bankrupt paying for all this. Your insurance company is going after them for $8,300. Just drop it. You got your car fixed. My insurance paid for my car. They're entitled to recover that money from the person who caused the damage. You. I made a mistake, man. I'm in jail. I've lost everything. How much more do you people want? I don't want anything from you. I want you to leave me alone. Just drop the claim, please. My parents are elderly, they can't afford. Should have thought about that before driving on a suspended license without insurance, and before trying to make me take the blame. You're a real piece of work, you know that? Says the guy calling from jail. I hung up. Blocked that number too. My lawyer said the insurance claim is between him and the insurance company. I can't drop it, even if I wanted to. They're the ones pursuing it. I'm just a witness. Update 3. 4 months later. Divorce finalized 2 months ago. House sold. Got my $62,500 from the equity split, plus my half of the savings in retirement. Moved into a smaller place, a 2-bedroom apartment downtown. $1,400 a month rent, but it's nice. Modern? Mine. She moved in with her parents, temporarily supposedly. Been there 3 months now. Heard from a mutual friend she's struggling to find an apartment. Background check keeps showing her criminal record. Landlords are wary. The ex got out of jail last month, moved back in with his parents. Still no job, no license, limited employment prospects with a felony record. The insurance company successfully sued him. His parents are paying $350 a month on the judgment. Will take them 2 years to pay it off. The other driver's suit is settled. His parents paid $60,000. Drained a chunk of their retirement savings, apparently. My ex-wife's been dating. Saw on social media. Still have mutual friends who post. She's with some new guy. Looks younger. She's calling him her soulmate after 6 weeks. Good luck to him. Her mother sent me one final message. A letter, actually. Mailed to my old address, forwarded to my apartment. Long rambling thing about forgiveness and Christian values and how holding grudges poisons the soul. How her daughter paid her debt to society and deserves a fresh start. how I should find it in my heart to let go of my anger. I'm not angry. I'm just done. Threw the letter away. Work's been good. Got a promotion last month, actually. Senior IT specialist. $83 salary, better benefits. Boss said I'd been handling stress well, showing leadership. Didn't mention what stress he was referring to. Didn't need to. Started seeing someone new. Met her at a work conference. She's in cybersecurity. Smart. Funny. No ex-boyfriends she's trying to protect from their own consequences. Told her about the divorce early on. Gave her the broad strokes. She asked if I was over it. Yeah, I'm over it. Good, because I don't date men who are still hung up on their exes. Trust me. I'm not. And I'm not. The marriage ended the moment my wife asked me to lie for another man. Everything after was just paperwork. Sometimes I think about what would have happened if I hadn't had that dash cam. If it was just his word against mine, if I'd caved and said I was driving, I'd be the one facing charges. Suspended license, insurance fraud, fines, maybe jail time, my career impacted, my record tarnished, and she'd probably still have left me eventually. Once she realized the ex wasn't the fantasy she'd built up in her head, the dashcam cost $200. It saved my life. The divorce cost me about $143,000 in assets plus $500 in legal fees. Expensive, but worth it to not be married to someone who'd sacrifice me to save someone else. I don't have any regrets. I told the truth, provided evidence. Let the justice system work. She made her choice. He made his choices. They're living with the consequences. I'm living my life. That's enough for me.